Point at. No, apparently it's automatic. It's still done.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are around the world. Welcome to Penrith. We are here at the Australian Championships for Broomball. Where do you want me looking? Where do you want me looking? You want me over here? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to have a lot of fun. Our first game today, we have got the men's intermediate New South Wales Sliders Blue versus the SA Sharks. Our first game from the Shark Attacks this morning. 4 games, New South Wales versus SA, all in. As I get the thumbs up from off camera. A couple of late outs for New South Wales. They are without Brenton Moore this morning. They are without Tim Roffey as well. Late scratchings, and we hope they do join us soon. We are just about ready to get underway. It will be a cracking game, and we are going to have a lot of fun this morning, this day, and all the way through to Sunday. We are just about ready to get underway. For those of you not aware, we are playing 15-minute stop time halves. During the round robin series, we do not have timeouts for either team. It is entirely 15 minutes each half, go or stay. South Australia is running to your right for the first half, with their very experienced keeper, Rob Wheelwright, choosing to go without a blocker this morning. New South Wales with the first forays into attack, but easily repelled, he says. South Australia is the more senior team. They have many years' experience on New South Wales, and we'll be looking to use that experience, whereas New South Wales will be looking to maintain their speed advantage across the game. Easily just flip back over to reset. Stopping the reset. Saxon Hooper, president of the New South Wales Broomball Association, has been very, very keen to make sure all his players know to have very quick subs every single minute of play. Been drilling it into them over training over the last 3 weeks, and we'll see how long it holds them up in good stead. Saves more of our game.
Keep getting out of there!
Early pressure, but dumped out by the defense. Reset coming in. The assistant captain pulling it back up to the middle line. McCareth and someone listed down the field, but iced out. And we will reset once again. The icing reset goes to full advantage for South Australia. Referee Chris Hukins preparing to restart the drop again. Matt Hudson and Ben Hellier in defence. Hellier moving it around the right side now. Up on the walls, ball four. Over to Sadler in the middle. And back to Hudson. Into attack, nicely deflected on shoulder low. Far wide, Wheelwright easily taking care of that one. Seems keen to move the ball on rather than guys, we had some issues with the clock. We started South Australia with a 2-minute penalty. New South Wales looking to take full advantage here. 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, or a goal is scored. And we'll need to set up. This is also something they've been practicing a lot on Tuesday night. Around the side, looking to try and shield the crease if they can. South Australia making sure the defence is up, but we have an opening here for Hudson. Swan and missed. 1:15 remaining in the penalty. The important thing here is to stay calm, cool, and So New South Wales have to reset with 43 seconds to go. Sam Ball, the captain, passing over to Stevens. On the wing. Shot in. Wheelwright very, very confident there. Some quick subs coming in. Last 20 seconds to go here. And now New South Wales just getting a little bit frantic. Shot in, cleared out, stick save. Off the post again. Wheelwright taking full advantage of all his equipment. Penalty over. So Kilpatrick back onto the ice for South Australia, giving them the full 5 and reset. About a third of the way through this first half, it's been all New South Wales on the attack. Off the helmet and clear right out. stay in his crease. Let the defenders take the ball and for the reset. Up the sides, but South Australia once again up to the challenge. They may not be the fastest team out there, but they will certainly give them a lot of stuff to think about in attack. But here we go, into the forwards. And again, Wheelwright showing them his experience, showing them that's how you stop it getting in. And freezes for the reset. From the reset again, Ball, the captain, keeping it in the forward line. It does not, now it does cross the red, forcing New South Wales back for a reset. Behind the goals, cleared again. Devoted to the defensive craft are these lovely crow eaters, these sharks. And here we go, some forward momentum. Kilpatrick gets it over the red again, but there is still, there we go. There's still no real momentum. They can get it to the red, but the New South Wales defence very quick to swoop on anything coming forward and holding it down. Into the corner, Coucher playing as a forward today. Cleared back to the middle, over to the left. We've got a couple of numbers out there. We've got Stevens, easily defended. New South Wales look keen to take their shots, but South Australia cannot, or has not, give them a single opening to take advantage of. Sadler back to Stevens. And again, shut down by South Australia, but again, failing to clear that offensive zone. So for those of you unaware of the game, or unaware of the rule, we are playing a red line offside. South Australia needs to clear the ball across the red line to force New South Wales to go all the way back into defence to start again. Here we go, we've got some options here. So forcing New South Wales all back onto the defensive side, allowing a breather. Those poor Sharks, they've worked really hard, but now they've got to do it all again. Another flick forward. McCareth cannot make it there in time, but we have got Scott Powell through the middle, shots off, not important. But yet again, this is, you feel it's only a matter of time for New South Wales to get in here. They've just got to keep their heads cool and just keep working over this Shark defense. Powell once again. Can't break into that vacant McCareth, who is hanging about in the middle, unmarked. And now he's picked up. The two forwards on the crease. Now three defenders. Hudson coming around. Back to Powell. Swatted down by Wheelwright in the sticks. And once again, looking to clear it out. And they will get it across the road for once. Again, but Hudson is more than up to the task to use his body to keep him out, and there is heaps of sliders in support. We've got a shot here, we've got a chance. Kilpatrick down in the corner. Can they get something on the change here? But no, they can't. It will come straight back out. Brad Fuller Back up into the middle. Got to wait for that ball to cross the red before they do. Now they're away. McCareth. But again, shut down. The defense holds strong once again. Hudson will take the ball in the back left for the reset. Passing off to his captain Bohr. Stevens is offside. It's an interesting call there, but it will continue. New South Wales will keep the ball going forward. Coucher once again looking for his first goal in the Nationals competition. Bohr, big shot on, way wide. Deflected in, but we're right up to the challenge, and we will freeze for a reset once again. Tell you what though, the ice does look amazing here. Will has really outdone himself with a nice clean cut. They left it all night to set. Very little slipping from the players, keeping their feet. They know what they're doing out there. Some great work here at the Ice Palace in Penrith. South Australia clearing out the back, looking for some way out of this. And it's been tipped, so there's definitely no icing. Keeper comes out to save it. More than enough time to keep it away from the charging forward of Macris. Keeping them honest there, if nothing else. Interesting stick choice from Stevens, but it will be okay. Back into defence. Macris making some attempts there. That's number 20 for South Australia. But once again, they will just keep on charging. Back to Powell. There's a stick lost. Here is a chance here. Once again, cleared out by the Sharks. But once again, not past the red. Stevens with the ball, moving to his left. Down to Sadler in the corner. The numbers are all tied up there. They've got it nice and squared as we approach the last 3.5 minutes of this first half. South Australia needs to use the wall. Will use the wall. Gets forward, but once again, nothing doing. Scott Powell, the assistant captain in the 72. Now, of course, this is men, so it is full checking allowed, and we haven't seen a lot of it yet today. Just a little bit of pushing, but nothing really in a full body check. That's some impressive work there from number 69, the South Australian, number 59. Yes. That's Caldwell for South Australia. Really trying to do something in attack for them. A threatening move, if not one that came off. And New South Wales is offside, so they will have to reset, essentially forfeiting the ball to South Australia. Numbers on. Here we go. We've got a fast break. Here we go. Trying to figure something out. New South Wales holding the defence. Into the middle. He's got an open man. Shot on Al Riley with his first save of the day. And the locals love it there. This is O'Reilly's first outs. He hasn't had a lot to do so far in this match, but he will feel much better for getting his hands on the ball and stopping that one. A nice clean save. Brilliant work from the restart. They've got 2 minutes here. What can South Australia do? Can they steal a late one in this first half? McCareth. He's got players up back, but he's coughed it straight up the middle. Time to think. Cuts high over the back of the goals, and Hudson is there to reset the ball. Tipped. We've got some pressure on the boards. Hellier passes it back around. It will eventually get its way to McCareth. Just needs to hold sensible here. Loose his step, but that's okay. Ball has got it, and it clears the red. New South Wales back into attack, or more accurately, South Australia in defence, passing him back to the keeper, Will Wright. And again, not clearing. Hudson over the wide to Hellier. The only listed centre today. He's getting some help out from those when he needs it. Last minute. South Australia into attack, but easily swept up by Hudson. He's got Ball there in assistance, and he's got Hellier on the right, but he's going to go for a run straight up the middle. Ball has to cross the leg before anyone else. Ball back to McCareth. They've got all the legs here. They've got 29 seconds to do something with it. Hellier on the far right. Defenders helping out the keeper. Everyone looks manned up. Cleared, and we will get an interception. A great flick out, trying to flick it into the forwards just to clear the defence, but hitting the scaffolding for interference. 15 seconds, 83 on the clock. It is enough time for New South Wales to score this half. It's probably not enough for South Australia, but anything can happen. Referee's waiting for the reset. Flicked out again, hits the scaffolding again. Well, they are guests at this rink. I don't think the referee would like to call that for deliberate delay. Just another reset, 11 on the clock. McCareth tries to flick it back in. Last chance here, but the clear comes in, and that is the half. A engrossing first half here. Some fantastic work from both sides, mostly the South Australian defence and the New South Wales offence, but South Australia did have a couple of late grabs coming in there. Macris in especially really trying to push forward, trying to get that late goal in, but nothing doing at this stage. 0-0 at the half. Expect a continuation in the second. So South Australia not getting many chances. No. South Australia not getting many chances at the offense, but those chances that they have got, they've looked very, very threatening. Very threatening indeed. Whereas New South Wales has been getting a slew of opportunities. But Will Wright ably helped in defence by Thomas, Jabs, Alex and Innocent. More than up to the task so far, with a couple of pole saves as well. It's part of the keeper's equipment, comes off the pole. It is all fair and good work to the keeper. They've only got 1 minute for the changeover. And the referees, Hewkins and Finlayson, looking to get this restarted very shortly. So here we go, ready for the restart. Will Wright choosing again. He chose it in the first half. He's choosing again to not have the blocker. He's a very, very experienced player. And I'm sure he knows what he's doing. It is not my preferred choice, but that's his, and that's the important thing. New South Wales moving it back into attack to start the second half. So once again, 15-minute halves with timeout, with stop time. Sorry, no timeouts for each team. A quick move by the South Australians into attack, but easily iced off. Icing, so the ball must cross the red line prior to the players in order to stay onside, but if the ball then crosses the keeper line without a player getting near it, the referees will bring it back. Defense once again, but Coucher still looking for his first goal. Would love to get his first goal at Nats. Into the corner, hustling hard. Great work. Moved back towards the middle. Hudson. Over the right to Powell. Lineway opens up. He's got a shot on. Chooses not to take it. Moves across to Stevens. Deflected out and saved. A couple of interesting moments. It happened in the first half. It's happened just again where the timekeeper has not restarted the clock appropriately for the start of play. And so we are resetting from the corner with that times as if that last play did not happen. There we go. Clock now running. South Australia, brilliant clearance there by Chris Terry. See what they can do in the forward lines now. Terry, great movement from that clearance, but just loses his feet at the wrong time. A one-on-one here. He's got help from Ball. Chooses to take his shot. It is wide. Moving back in. McCareth, back to Ball. Another shot on. Off the post and deflected out. Hands coming in for the South Australians, keeping that experience up, keeping their defense tight. Boar, he's on the hunt. Still saved out, deflected there by number 64 for South Australia, Dean Terry. I tell you what, if New South Wales score, they are going to have to earn it. Nothing is going to just slink in for them. Hellier at the back. Keeping their forwards moving, trying to create a laneway to open. If the forwards can get goal side of the defenders around that crease line, they can open up a nice little hole for them. And instead, South Australia clear it again through the work of number 10, Alan Jabs. Alan Jabs, president of Broomball Australia. He's been around for a very long time and he is definitely enjoying being out there once again. The refs have called it here. There is a slash. So another penalty for South Australia. That's bad news. I did not see it happen, but the call is most definitely from Hewkins. A slash. On one of the ones ending in 4, I can't quite see the number. We'll get that for you as soon as we can. So once again, 2 minutes on the clock. We're at 12:52. And once again, South Australia needs to defend with 4 against 5 in attack. Looking to open up a line, get movement there somewhere. Hudson. Back to Fuller, back to Hudson. Just trying to move the lines. Just trying to move the lines, just keep it all interested out there. Shot on, deflected down, and we're right with a nice clean save once again. Happy to just ice that ball, freeze that ball, and keep them in. He's doing a fantastic job down there. Moving out. Hudson calling the shots, trying to get them to organise. He's got Sadler on his right. Lets the ball past. 1 minute and 7 left in the penalty. And he's got Stevens on his other side, trying to grab that ball. Wheelwright up to the task, moving around the post. You've got Coucher. Oh, shot on from Stevens, but no save. Needed just wide. You have Coucher and Hand as the forwards, trying to push out the defenders, trying to get a lane way for those big hits at the back to come through, or trying to score a deflect in. Hudson back again to Stevens again. He's got a little opening, but again the defence is up to it, and again the defence clears. Always up to it. That was Nankoro and Elix down there in hard defence. And once again the keeper, keeper slipped. Back in the crease, Wheelwright. Coucher trying to get the ball out. They've got the defence a little bit rattled here, but they cannot take full advantage. And the reset is on as the second penalty of the day is about to close. Another wide shot. We've got full line here for South Australia as they're back once again, trying to find a way through. Still not able to cross the red. But equally New South Wales unable to get through and score their first goal of the tournament. First goal of the tournament for anyone. But they will keep on trying. We've got Hand here. Coucher looking for that deflect. Stevens saved out by Wheelwright. Deflected back out to 44, but again not clearing out. Hand goes for the big swing, but once again 44 Enison managed to make the save, and we've got a high stick though. A high stick. Hewkins called it. It is Enison this time, spending 2 minutes on the pine. The previous penalty for the slash, that was 64, that was Terry. He's back out there now. So we've got Terry, we've got Jabs, we've got Thomas in the defence for South Australia. Powell, McCareth, back to Powell. McCareth coming in to be the second forward. Ball. Shot on, defended out by the other South Australian there, Balestrin. Trying to create some hesitancy there. Deflect in. Oh, it was so close. It was so close by Ball and McCareth. But again, South Australia up to the challenge. Their stick skills are holding them in good stead. The reset here from McCareth goes all the way back to the red. Trying to get some movement down there. And once again, Wheelwright up to the challenge. Fuller unable to trouble the defence too hard. On the reset. 1 more minute of this penalty. Ball. Hellier. Back to Ball. Scott Hudson on there. Big shots coming in. Ball again. Swings hard. Deflected up into the air by the defence. The two South Australian forwards go to it. Hand. And Coucher there. Comes out to Hudson. Ball. And again, the miss. The New South Wales players trying to communicate, trying to get something together. The cohesion is not happening for them, and we have got on the breakaway Terry into the attack. No one with him, and South Australia in attack, but New South Wales able to hold them out. First real check of the day. And here we go again. We've got Coucher. He's looking, he's hunting. But his backward pass, no good. And they will reset once again on the Reds. Back to O'Reilly. Hasn't had to do much, but he will get an occasional kick in. Coming back up the line, this is Powell. Hellier. Fuller on the crease. No help. Another check down. Unfortunate slip at the worst possible time. And New South Wales resets once again. Got the defense to help out here, but they're going to need to scramble a little bit because they have got Fuller hassling them at the forward line. Powell again, he's way deep, flicks it up. Fuller has dragged the keeper out with him chasing the ball. Sorry, it's hand. Back out, Hudson. Around the back. 2. McCareth or Stevens, not sure. Stevens on the ice. Over to Powell. There is another penalty on the call, so it is 6 on 5 at this point until New South Wales gives the ball up, essentially extending the penalty. South Australia, they need to get possession of this ball in order to kill this 6 on 5 situation. New South Wales quite contented to just pass it around until they can find an opening. Nearly deflected in there by hand. And now it's cleared out, and there is the penalty call. And the 4th penalty, this one is Caldwell, spending 2 on the bench. This will be the 4th penalty of the game. 4th penalty, all of them to South Australia. Spending 2 in the bin. That's 8 minutes in total. They've been down a player on the ice. And as yet, New South Wales has not been able to break through. Trying to finesse that one out there, Innocent. Nothing doing. McCareth. He's only got 1 forward in there. That's Coucher. And South Australia able to clear out through McCaffrey. A fantastic ball to get it down there without ice in it, so it's just going to run the clock slightly. And they just want to hold onto the ball here, just make the New South Wales bring the ball all the way back on their own clock. It is a very aggressive play. But here we go. Coucher's got the speed, checked out. And the ball back over the red. South Australia this time electing to stay in defence, the more conventional position, rather than trying to push forward and score themselves on the PK. Possible, but a very bold play to try that. Here we go. Hellier in the circle. Swings high. McCareth. Back to Hudson. You've got Bohr. He's got Bohr in the centre. He takes him. Clearing traffic up, but nothing doing. And again, South Australia will cross the red. Again, they will swing for the corner. And fantastically done. They're going to take the opportunity to clear a couple of players out. That was great work by Terry there. And New South Wales, once again, looking to try and reset. They've got 18 seconds left to do this. Fuller. Pass is cut off. Brilliantly cut off by Thomas, who just flicks it back over. No icing once again. Powell has got 7 seconds left in the penalty. I don't think they will get there. 4 minutes left in the game. As the penalty is over, South Australia back to full strength. 4 minutes to score for either team. Fuller to the circle. Shoots just off target. Slightly high, but Will Wright was right there. He had a clear line on it, and he was all over it otherwise. Powell. Swings and nearly goal! Well, I was not happy with that. The referees will send hand off to the bin for that. You cannot touch the keepers. Wheelwright remonstrating with hand there. He was definitely not happy with that. I do not blame him. Do not blame him in the slightest. And this leads to a very interesting scenario. New South Wales has been on the attack all day. And now, with only 3 minutes on the clock, South Australia finds themselves with their own penalty advantage, 4 on 5. What can they do? What can they do here? It is cut off. Oh my goodness. On the flip. Missed. Back again. Deflected out. They're going to keep on swinging. Powell. It should be 2 on the ball, South Australia. You've got the extra man. Use the extra man. Back to Fuller. And they will get it out. Back across the red. 124 on the penalty. Couple of weights coming in here. Cleared out. Once again, South Australia going back. They can't press the red till all the players are there. There they go. They are all there. 1 minute 8 seconds in the penalty. 2:30 on the clock in total. O'Reilly hasn't had to do much, just to flex it back around. South Australia has got the extra number on the top. It is number 10. Jabs swings it over to his commander-in-chief, number 59. What can they do here? New South Wales definitely taking exception to the fact that they stand to potentially lose this. O'Reilly deflected out. Great save. Didn't have great vision. South Australia swings it again. Cannot control the ball enough. And New South Wales just doesn't have enough power down there to hold them out. And again, line out. It looks like that's Coucher. He will not get to the ball. The defense is on it. Wheelwright over to Jabs. The penalty is over. There is 1:24 on the clock. And an offside call for the reset. With 1:20 to go. Realistically, all it takes is one lucky shot here for either team to do. Really, a draw would be fitting for South Australia to hold on. New South Wales may be left to rue the fact that with 4 penalties, they haven't been able to put a single one away. But in the last minute, anything can happen. South Australia hard into attack, takes a wild swing. O'Reilly with the stick save. Leave it all out there on the ice. You've got 1 minute left, guys. A cut-off by McCareth. He's got Coucher in support if he can get to him. He cannot. And the check from the South Australian, keeping McCareth in the defence. Moore running up the middle. Coucher in support. Flicks it into the corner where he's got Hellier. He's got Coucher at the top and he can use him. He's got McCareth across the other side. He wanted Ball. Ball didn't get to it. 30 seconds on the clock. South Australia charging up the line. What can they do? This is really the last call, but it's nothing doing. O'Reilly kicks the ball back up the line. He's got McCareth with 20 seconds. Crosses over. Ball and deflected out in the defence. Once again, a fantastic hit by Nankolo. He's been playing fantastically all day. Checked on the boards. Hukins was right there, the referee, and he said, nothing doing, let it run, lads. And that is all she wrote for the first game of the Nationals. An engrossing contest that ends in a 0-0 draw. Absolutely fantastic work in the defence by South Australia. A couple of good shots on offence for them as well. And if New South Wales wants to win, they're going to have to get some balls in the back of the net. They had lots of opportunities. They cannot lament that. The offense was working really well, but not enough on target. And when it was, Will Wright and his defenders more than up to the chance to cut them out and deflect and occasionally run them on the return. Absolutely fantastic game. Stay with us, guys. Soon we are coming up to our second match. It is in the women's intermediate. The New South Wales Sliders Blue team against the South Australian Sharks again. So this is another intermediate level match. It's time for the ladies' turn. And we'll be back shortly for that one. Welcome back to our second game. Last minute directions from the South Australian coach here. As we're about to get started, we've got Harrison keeping for New South Wales, and we have Farmer keeping for SA. As you look at your screen, we have got New South Wales running to the left, South Australia to the right, and once again 15 minutes stop time, no timeouts. South Australia into attack. First offense of the day. Number 60 taken it out, but repelled by Tilly and then passed off to Moore. And again, that is Riley coming out with the ball. Around the back of the goals, South Australia looking to open their account. Moving forward. Passed back into the middle, but nothing to help there. Number 9 for New South Wales clearing out. Coming forward once again. The South Australian forward defended out by Siswandi. Another shot on, but Rigby's there. Coming in, but no help. And Holly will take the ball in the corner, passing out to Rigby. Tried to pass to Moore, but no help. Back out, Rigby once again. That was Busuttil from South Australia trying to get the ball forward, now running back hard in defence. Joined by Pfeiffer. Back to Busuttil, back to the half. And Hudson flicks forward. But once again, Pfeiffer down there to clear up. Working, trying to find something. De Bruin. Swings in, keeper's there. Langham. And Pfeiffer down the back there once again. Ready for a busy day. Hudson, De Bruin, shot on, defended out. Really worked at it, but fantastically saved by Farmer there, deflected out. And now the defense can go to work. They've got to try and clear this ball out. Runner there. Moving across on the wing. Gets past Hudson, gets past De Bruin, but Langham is there as well. Back to Hudson, waiting for the forwards to set up, swings in, but once again cleared out. Langham happy to play there. South Australia trying to move forward, but Holly sweeps across, tries to get the ball to Langham, loses it to number 60, Stroher, who is holding her own against both of them, forcing Holly to retreat. Then eventually getting the ball to Langham on the boards. Moving up the sides to Seddon. Back to Langham, trying to cross that red once again. It does cross it, immediately deflects back, no offside needed. And they will just reset New South Wales, trying to find something to get through here. Langham went for the flick. Not done. Gets another shot at it. Still nothing coming through. And Holly will take hard D. Trying to flick up the middle. Kicked straight back to her by number 94 for South Australia. And that's Wilkin. And Holly eventually clears on the left, going all the way down. And it is iced before Filsell can get to it. Moore and Wilkin at the centres. At the drop. Trying to get the ball out. New South Wales eventually crosses the red, courtesy of Rigby. Sorry, not Rigby, Leeming. Sorry, it was Rigby. Moving it all the way down the line. Comes back to Hudson. Looking to set up the big sweep. Gets it over. An interesting move, but cleared in. Moore is there. Coming right back the other way now. Wilkin once again. Defended out by Moore to keep them in the defense for just a little bit longer. Force them to take the long way round. This is Filsell. Swings up the line, past the red, and it's just going to come straight back to her and Wilkin. Moore cuts off the pass. De Bruin in support. In the corner, waiting for the forwards to come in before getting the shot away. And easily, number 45, once again, that is Pfeiffer once again, cutting them off. Moore takes a shot, not needed. Farmer easily shepherding that one out. And New South Wales will reset, 8:30 to go in the first. Shot away by Moore. Farmer's there. De Bruin was there as well, trying to sneak it in. Cleared off. And Leicester for South Australia trying to get the ball out. Leicester dealing with both De Bruin and Moore. Moore takes another shot. Swung out. And then kicked away by, I think that's number 94. That's Wilkin once again for South Australia. Fantastic work to keep the defence alive. Very even so far in this first half. Big strike forward, but Holly is there to sweep around the back. Tried to get it off the boards to Langham, but it just bounced through the crack for a reset.
Become the ball.
On the reset, we had Harrison and McKendry at the drop. Harrison for New South Wales, McKendry South Australia. Big swing, but chopped down by number 71. That's Symes. Passes it off to 62. Went for the pass back. Seven went for the pass back to Symes, but did not connect it. Farmer had come out and the goal was open there if the pass had gotten through. Most high percentage chance of the game so far. And South Australia says, thank you very much for not scoring. We will put it way back in D. You can start again with Tilly. Tries to swing off the boards to get it to Hudson. Not done. Hudson now has to contest with Stroher for it. Does win that. But the resulting ball will still come out to a South Australian player, unnumbered. Swings out. Symes again. Forces the ball back over the half. No one in support yet. There's a line change coming through. The ball eventually gets to Moore. Running right. Two forwards in. Tilly in sweeping defence as Hudson comes off for a well-deserved break and Holly comes back on. Into the front corner. Moore. Around the back of the goals. Farmer looking at her intently going, don't you dare come up this way, I've got you covered. And Busuttil as well down there. The two forwards now in position, trying for the swing, nearly got it through. clear out happens. But South Australia is going to have to fight for every inch as Holly just casually doinks it back down into that corner from whence it came. Filso tackled out of it, but manages to get a pass off. The ball lands with the other defender coming up to number 60, Stroher. Moore fighting like a raging bull, but cannot affect the passes. Flick over the top, into attack. There will be no icing on this. Langham will come down and cut it off. De Bruyne was up the line, but the ball was missed. Up to Rigby. Gets it past Wilkin. But Wilkin, and with the aid support of Pfeiffer, still hassling and manages to get the ball back. Number 29, Filso once again. The Australian national keeper. Playing in defence for this women's intermediate. New South Wales will be forced to reset from the red once again. As a substitute takes the ball for South Australia. Swing and writing from Rigby, and Farmer comes in to cut off De Bruyn's pass. De Bruyne was just hanging around there, trying to sneak one in. Nothing doing, and we will reset. Hudson out to Langham. Still a lot of offense from New South Wales. But much like in the game we just saw, the SA defense well and truly up to the challenge. It is worth noting that, along with Farmer, who is in the goals, you've got Filso in defence. As I said, the national keeper for the Australian women's. And then another international keeper on this team as well. Any goals scored by New South Wales, they're really going to have to earn more. Has got Langham at the far back if needed. Not required yet. Swings forward, Seddon down there. Trying to get it past Leicester. That's 27 for South Australia. Swings in with the goal for Moore, but Farmer passes it back. Seddon there, cleaning up on the ropes. Trying to find an avenue in. There's only one forward, but she's still swinging for it. And the ball will clear out once again as we pass the 2-minute mark of the half. Every attempt that South Australia have made to come out of defence in the last couple of minutes has just been repelled by Hudson, Langham and Holly. Creating a wall, making sure that Jodie Harrison in the goals hasn't had much to do for New South Wales. Another pass in, but again deflected out by the defence. That was Busuttil in the corner, passing it up to Leicester. Trying to get something going on with number 56 as well. That's Salter. Unable to cross the red. So Langham comes back to Moore. Big swing. Far wide. Hudson is there to collect and put it back into the danger zone. And now we've got some open air for South Australia to play with. Tried to get it past Langham. Eventually gets it past the two of them. Across the red. And they will still push on. This is number 3. This is McKendry trying to do something in attack for South Australia. Ash Harrison in the 99. able to marshal the defence and just run it out past the red and put it up into the corner with 30 seconds to play, looking to just keep South Australia out of attack for the remainder of the half. Over to Rigby. Ball somehow manages to stay in by the substitute. What an amazing run. So he's got a player in support. Number 94 with the swing. And we'll go on. Fantastic work by Wilkin. With 3.96 seconds on the clock. Absolutely stupendous work by South Australia to get one on the back. The New South Wales defence will have to lick their wounds and bounce back and say, don't worry about it, girls, we'll get it back in the second half. But what a fantastic work. Absolutely stupendous stuff. And that will get the South Australian girls up. Their tails will be nice and they will be happy with that first half. Brilliant defence. They get a round of applause as they come off for the half. Amazing work. You're 2-on-1 on the keeper. Busuttil with that lovely run past to Wilkin. Tilly coming in to try and help, but Harrison left on. There's not much he can do in that position. And look at that joy. They knew what they meant. Here we go. Welcome back to the second half. Quick reset. And we will come back with New South Wales in far attack for looking to try and get back that goal they let in late in the first. Trying to get some reward for their efforts earlier. Philsell around the back of the boards. Couple of South Australian Sharks here. Number 45, Pfeiffer, passes out to the sub. Hudson swings up, Seddon not called for a high stick, and Farmer will freeze that ball. Back with the action, number 60, Stroher, trying to clear it out of the defense. Moore tries to get it past Pfeiffer, nothing doing. Pfeiffer clears it round the back. Faisal can't get onto the ball. Moore in attack. Oh, great save on the deflect there by Pfeiffer in defense, making sure Farmer didn't have to do the work. Now marking the forwards, out to Rigby. Trying to get the attacks going. Salter can't get it past New South Wales once again, but the defense is still hanging tall. Pfeiffer. Without Farmer thinking about the ball, and again saves it. Holding out more along with Philsell, who lost her stick in that interaction. Swung up by the defense, trying to get it past Langer at the top there. Manages to get it up to number 56, and they will swing it out. Salter trying to do something. We have just had confirmation. The substitute for South Australia, Monique Haynes, a late addition to the team. That's Monique Haynes has joined South Australia as the sub. Sorry for not having that name for you earlier. What can South Australia do here? Now, realistically, all they need to do is hold the ball. It is New South Wales that is obliged to try and score. But if they can get a second one on the board, they can really drive a nail early in this competition and set a tone for what the New South Wales women can expect from these Sharks. Again, pushing forward, Harrison. Now, a whistle. I think the referee decided that Harrison had frozen the ball, even though Harrison thought she'd like to palm it off. Probably the right move regardless there, just to get a reset and get New South Wales to think and refresh themselves. Swung in again, cleared out, more on the boards. Doing a lot of lifting there to get around number 94, to get around Wilkin. Eventually gets it back. Holly went for the change-up swing around, didn't come off, nearly came to the forward, but Harrison was there in the keeps to stop the forward from getting it for South Australia. Holly again sweeps far to the right. And Seddon got Siswandi if she can get it to her. She does. Runs it down the line. Still pushing. Number 60 for South Australia in hard support, trying to cut her off. That's Stroher again. Siswandi now, waiting for her forwards to get in position, trying to get an opening. Hard thinking, got it up to Seddon and the swing, but off target. Stroher clears up, out to Tilly for New South Wales. Hard on the boards from both of them. Holly is there at the back and manages to get the ball around. Still got with the ball, Holly. Cleared out, Gesser Singh. Haynes, the substitute, manages to get the ball back. but only as far as Moore passes back to Tilly, and they'll reset once again. Tilly with the shot into Moore. One forward on the crease, one forward high. They're trying to draw the South Australian players out. Moore swings in. Farmer loses the ball in the crease, but manages to get it out. Versatile. Oh my goodness. Quick thinking by Versatile to get that one out. It is back with Moore behind the goals. Trying it again, and this time Farmer does not get nutmegged and holds on for a freeze. Oh my goodness. Newcomers to the game, be reminded that the ball must enter the crease before a player. So when Farmer let that one through her legs, the ball is just sitting in the crease. Anyone could have just run in and popped it. Quick thinking by Busuttil to get it out in time. At that point as a defender, it doesn't matter where it goes as long as it doesn't go in the goals. From the reset, Ash Harrison up to Hudson. Into the circle, swings high. And South Australia once again will clear out. Salter. Langham in the defence, getting it back in. But Philsell knows exactly what to do to get that ball out of here. They get it back, they try again. Harrison into the crease. Harrison tries again for the flick. Farmer's there. Now she's well out of the crease. But the referee is happy that it was a single movement from the crease to the ball. And therefore just a freeze. Philsell giving her a couple of words of encouragement on what to do when that happens. She chased the ball far out and down. So the South Australian player number 3, McKendry, went down. She's back on her feet now. She's still moving friendly. And Farmer will freeze the ball once again. McKendry calling for the immediate sub, so I do hope she's okay. It didn't look like a hard fall. Probably just wants to get off and make sure that nothing doing. From the reset, Moore and Wilkin. Ball out to Holly, back to Moore. Dunn. Trying to get it around. De Bruin trying to shield off the keeper. Back to Moore, but again the defence up to the challenge. Tilly manages to stop the final pass out. Dunn has got Tilly on the boards if she wants it. But again, South Australia holding out. Moore manages to stop it at the last minute. Swing it back towards, but the only player down there is Busuttil, who goes up the lines, but Tilly is there. Swings it back into the centre. Busuttil now with some run. Holly moves to cut off. Does. And Wilkin couldn't stop it, so we're back to De Bruin. The swing into the middle. Moore and Dunn. Moore can't get a shot away. Busuttil once again. That scampering defence holding them out. It still doesn't cross the red. We're learning about South Australia. Men or women, it's defence, defence. Across the red at last. But it's going to come straight back. Stuck on the line. Couple of sharks, but there's sliders running everywhere to get the ball back into offence. So Swandy at the high forward. Pfeiffer there to keep her in check. And then swing her into the corner. Swing, gets the ball out, but only as far as Holly. Back in. Seddon. Still Seddon. Still so close, but out again. Haynes now. Ash Harrison. Seddon in the circle. Siswandi in support if she can get it to her, but she can't. Stroher clears up. And they move up the line. We have now got Stroher running forward. Gets it past Langham. And all the way back to Hudson. The last line of defense. Coming forward. Siswandi. No forwards in place. She looks up and she's like, I'll take some time. On the boards, Moore moving back to the corner, trying to get some movement, trying to force the defenders to think about their lives and where they are positioned. Moore happy to just run back and forth. Being corralled very successfully there by Pfeiffer. Back to Langham. Big swing, doesn't connect well. Stroher. Up to McKendry. Crosses the red. Happy to run the ball into the corner. And a fall waved off by the referees. No penalty. I thought there may have been some elbow in that, but nothing doing. Hudson. 5 minutes for New South Wales to conjure up a goal. As you saw in the Langham clears the ball into forward. Hard running by Dunn, but she's going to be beaten there by Fife. On the defensive boards, Farmer's going to stay in the crease. Moore's swings, Dunn, and Farmer will stop it once again. So it is not Dunn, it's Symes for New South Wales, number 71. Some great work by New South Wales to force the ball into attack. 4:31 on the clock. Just to keep confused, there is a Michaela Symes for New South Wales, Monique Symes for South Australia. The joys of being a commentator. New South Wales in the attacking blue, Tilly and Holly. Holly swings up into the danger zone, but cleared out once again. Lester can't get it out. Harrison swings, but Busiter doesn't let them get to the goalkeeper. Takes it out to the corner, up the sides. Holly there to sweep it out again. Kicks it forward to Rigby. And again, Busiter forming a wall in that defense with Farmer, Pfeiffer and Filsell. Harrison, Rigby. Great chance here if she can get it past Busiter. She cannot. Some absolutely stupendous defense as Busiter clears it. It's a nice high swing. The refs are going to call it for icing. And we will reset with 3:24 on the clock in New South Wales attack. Moore McKendry. Cleared out by Filsell. Gets the hit up to number 27, Lester. But can't get it past Seddon. Back to De Bruin. Seddon was on the cross, but missed the pass missed her. Moore takes the swing, but again the defense. Seddon is trying to convince them to do something. And what a fantastic swing. I think that was by Filsell. Not iced because it was on target, forcing Jodie Harrison, the keeper, to stop the ball and reset it that way. It is called for high stick on De Bruin. I thought it was close. But yes, De Bruin, she's confused. She's not too happy about that. But 2 minutes is on the clock for her. And South Australia now 5 on 4 with 2:44 to go. And if they do not score a goal, New South Wales will be left with 44 seconds with 5 on 5 to score. So South Australia should be happy to just pass the ball around at this point. A perfect opportunity to kill some time. Of course, if a shot comes on, take it. 2-0 is better than 1-0, but 1-0 is still a win. Full cell. Pass it around the back. It is just happy to pass back and forth here. Of course, New South Wales has only got 4 on the ice. Moore doesn't get a shot in. Wilkin went for goal, deflected out by Harrison, and they will reset. Moore, fantastic work, forcing New South Wales into attack and South Australia to defend. And the referees call it for icing, because her last contact with the ball was before the red. And the ball crossed the keeper's line, that red line in line. Before anyone touched it again, it was called for. To come all the way back with a stop clock. 1:40 to go in the South Australia forward. Pfeiffer tries to get the swing in. Ooh, I think that was Wilkin down there. He'll be back up. Got to be careful here, South Australia. If they kill time too much, they could leave themselves open. No doubt De Bruin will come onto the ice full of fire for the last 45 seconds. Pfeiffer back up into the front corner to number 27, back up to Lester. Couple of sliders trying to get past her. That is Ash Harrison, but Pfeiffer up to the challenge, puts it back up into the corner, swings out again. Here we go, full ice, Bruin back out. With 30 seconds on the clock, New South Wales has to muster something. They can't pull the keeper because they're in hard defense. So it is 5 on 5 the entire way. Harrison, the goals around the back. But the Sharks will, I was going to say hold possession, but they have. But here is the last chance. We've got Harrison with the ball. Swings across, 10 seconds to go. She will need to have a shot here. Wilkin cuts off the shot, and then Pfeiffer bunches away, set him with the ball, but the bell will beat them. Fantastic work by New South Wales in that last 10 seconds to try and conjure up something, but they could not make it, and South Australia walks away with the win. Fantastic work by the South Australian women. Absolutely fantastic. We'll be back shortly with our next game. We will go back to the men's for our next game. It is the men's elite. New South Wales Sliders Blue against the SA Sharks. So it's the elite men's. We saw the intermediate men earlier. And the elite men with our very own master of everything electronic, all the camera work here. Thanks to Jeff Ferrara, who is next to me just kidding up. I'm going to take a minute, take a drink, and I'll see you soon. welcome back. This is New South Wales men's elite team, the Blue team versus the SA Sharks. Ermish in the goals for New South Wales and Balestrin for South Australia. Once again for the men's, this is full checking. Hit them as high as you like, provided you don't hit them into the boards. And you know they're relatively near the ball. 15-minute halves with stop time, no timeouts. Into attack. South Australia, that was number 8 for South Australia with the first shot out. Shapley, but nothing doing. Swings back out. Number 77, New South Wales, Yabsley. Over to Hooper. Shepherd. Back to Hooper. And South Australia with a spear across. Over to number 7. Zeising. In forward. Jeff Ferrara in the unforgettable helmet. Argy-bargy going on. Very fast out there as New South Wales goes into attack. Back up to number 83. First shot for New South Wales, nothing doing. South Australia will try to clear. Bounces off the back of a player. Back into it. Brown. Hard swing, but deflected out into the corner once again. And New South Wales will reset in the corner, looking to get their 2 forwards in. Ferrara. Shot at goal, a wide right. Long, out. But once again, New South Wales resetting. No forwards in now, so Ferrara will take it around the side. He's got Brown if he wants, but he's going to go for it in the middle and cleared out again. Lots of shots, but not a lot of accuracy from New South Wales thus far. Back up to Brown. Into the corner again. Burton. Over to Hooper. New South Wales clearly trying to start this game hard and fast. South Australia up to the challenge. Shepherd. Nothing doing. Back out to Shepherd. Wheeler. Around the back of the goals. I'm not sure what happened with South Australia there. They just had a player come on as if they were playing one short. New South Wales setting up once again. Wheeler in the corner. Flicks it, no help. Harvey back to Wheeler. And more swings there, very well. All right, South Australia finally gets a clear out. Will run all the way down. That was a great defensive clearance by number 2. New South Wales defense, that's Harvey to Wong. Shepherd in the middle there as well in that chain. And South Australia called for the offside, saying don't touch that ball, it'll be called against us, so we'll reset and try again. Wong. Sultana. Back to Wong. Looking for the forward. Oh, Sultana was nearly through. Couldn't quite connect it, and now the Sharks are out again. Cross the red. Brown manages to get there before number 62 for South Australia, before Wedding, and then clears it round the back to Wong, who eventually gets the ball from number 87, Tim Booth. And South Australia will go into defense. New South Wales will go into offense once again. Collier, back to Brown. Big shot, but nothing doing. Deflected off number 90. Back to Ferrara even. Tried to make the connection with Burton, but didn't happen. Burton was on his way off. .9:45 to go. Just over 5 minutes played in the first half. Out again. Ferrara. Again a big swing. Again off to the right. Wheeler collects the ball. Back to Brown on the blue. South Australia content to play hard defence. Not coming out to the blue line to defend against the shot. Being prepared to take the hit from the shot, knowing that getting it through a mass of bodies is not exactly easy. But oh my goodness, very close there. As the ball came in, Yabsley was in the slot to try and sling it in. The keeper, Balestrin, was out of position, but nothing done. Managed to save it that time, and this time a freeze for a reset. South Australia trying to clear it out of defence once again. Hooper got the ball off Harvey into the corner. We've got one forward, the second forward trying to draw the defender out. New South Wales working hard on that forecheck and that wing lock, trying to get the ball back. Works this time. Hooper nearly gets the ball back. Massive bodies. And swung in fantastically there. Just an opportunity right there. As casual as you like. From the thick knot. So from the restart, South Wales moving once again. Putting this South Australian defence under a lot of pressure. Number 9 for South Australia clears it out. A check by Brown, trying to get the ball away from number 88, but nearly deflected in. And Ermish has to do his first work for the day. That was Barrett for South Australia, and Brown running the ball far down the line. After a nice pass out of the defence. From the restart, Hooper back to Harvey, up the line. Refs call that ball fair. Stick was not high. South Australia swing, but Ree Shepherd, 87, managing to deflect that shot from Zeising. Confirmation that it was Dane Hansen who scored that goal for New South Wales earlier. Assistants who eventually decided to do their job. Another shot on for New South Wales by Collier, but the defence managing to swing it away. Just holding it up in defence, catching their breath. Still plenty of time left in the game. Shepherd tried to keep it in front of the Reds, thought better of it and rather keep control of the ball. Back to Collier. Being harangued here. And eventually behind the goals. That's number 21. That's Will Wright. You may remember him from the keeper earlier. Still angry, still very talented. And looking to get one back on New South Wales. The 1-2 from Collier and Shepherd trying to get it out, but South Australia aware of what was happening. Hansen, the goal scorer, gives it right back. Had to wait for all the players to cross the red. And now Burton on the push, trying to chase them down. They convene on the shark in the middle, and New South Wales will get the ball back in their defence. Harvey, Ferrara. Up the line, past number 19, past Thomas. Running all the way in is Sultana. The defense work hard and clear it out eventually from the scramble in front of the crease. Back to Brown. Burton. No forwards in the crease now for New South Wales. They are subbing them out. Cooper and Wong coming on. Trying to force New South Wales into something. Trying to force South Australia into a mistake. Waiting for the opportunity. Wong, back up to Brown. He's got Shepherd at the back, but he goes back to Wong. Brown again. Speed move. Deflected up. And then into the safe, assurable hands of Balestrin in the keeps. And we will restart once again. 4:30 on the clock. From the restart, New South Wales looking to hammer home an early advantage. Another big shot on, but deflected out. That was Wheeler making the big hit. Still working on it. Players now starting to go down. And this was the chaos that resulted in the earlier goal for New South Wales. And if they can do it again, but not this time. Out to Harvey. Big swing. Massive bodies. Back out to Shepherd. They certainly have control. It may look a little chaotic, but they are definitely in control, New South Wales here. Wheeler. Into the corner. Flicked across the goals. Hooper couldn't control it, and it comes out again. Hooper trying to get it around the back of the goals, but the defence joining with the goalkeeper, Balestrin, to hold that one out. The shiny helmet of Ferrara, back with the ball. A hit. Fine. Says 40s. In the corner, trying to manufacture something. Balestrin manages to just reach out his left hand and hold it. As long as the keeper has got, or is in a single movement from the crease, is free to freeze the ball. So they cannot move out of the crease and change direction, but in a single sweeping movement, it is fine. 3 minutes on the clock. South Australia looking to defend very hard here. Really don't want to give up a second goal. Obviously would love to get one themselves. And New South Wales looking for that next opportunity to find the back of the net. Another mass of bodies just converging on the front of it. Swing right from Harvey. Burton fighting there with number 23. That's Barrett. Wins that battle, gets the ball around the back. But Balestrin passes it off to his able-bodied defenders, and they will run it into attack. Through number 7, will have a swing, and Ermish will not freeze it, will pass it back to Harvey. It's number 7 for South Australia, Zeising again. He's been everywhere in this first half. Burton had a player at the crease, but Balestrin managed to grab the ball first and hold on to it. 1:54 to go. A short delay here as they had on the ice. Managed to realise it before the drop. Shot on from Brown. Cleared out. Ferrara. And South Australia just not holding their feet when they need it. Number 19 there. Thomas was nearly out, but just lost his footing. Back again. Hooper swings. Somehow saved out. Deflected off the keeper into the forward path and then back into Balestrin's hands. All count. They all count. This is a defense under siege, and they will hope, the South Australians will hope that they can hold out for just another 87 seconds and then rally at the half. Zeising again, back to his number 9, to Pryor. Round the back to Pryor, back to Zeising. He's got an open man. How did he get free? 62, swings in, somehow saved by Collier with these great back running. 62 again, shot on, Ermish save, another shot, deflected out by Sultana, and he will hold the ball in the defense with 45 seconds to go. Now goes for a run after a 1-2 from Harvey. The get and go, he's into the forward. Number 35 for South Australia stops the ball. Zeising can't touch it until he crosses the red. Back to Harvey. And the refs will call an offside on New South Wales for a restart to go. Nathan Wedding, the forward who somehow just wasn't marked on the left wing. And nearly ended in tears for New South Wales there. Shot on, Ermish with the save. Ferrara to Burton. Ferrara says, get long, lads, let's go. Burton tries to go long, doesn't get it there. Pop towards the keeper. It's just... And Burton not... There won't be enough time, but he'll take a swing anyway. And Balestrin will make the save necessary for the Hooper shot. Impressive to be on target from so far away. So at the half, South Australia with some late rallying points to try and get one back, but it is 1-0 thanks to Hansen's goal in that first half. Welcome back, second half of the men's elite game for this morning. There's one more game this morning, a women's elite match, before we take a break before the afternoon session. New South Wales up 1-0 in this one, with South Australia with some late attempts in that first half to get it in. Now, the question is, what will New South Wales do? Clearly, they want the win. Everyone wants the win. But will one goal be enough, or will New South Wales be forced into attack? And if they are, that is South Australia's opening to try and peg one back to overstretch the New South Wales defence. As we say that, into attack, Wheeler nearly had the one, still free, but his shot is way wild. Over to Shepherd, scoops it up, blocked out by number 11 for South Australia, Crowther. Wongi in the corner, Crowther marking him. Back to Wheeler. No forwards in, but the defence still holding their position, not being sucked out. Hooper coming on, trying to sneak in past the defence. Gets past Wainwright, does not get past Thomas. The shot, though, from Wong. Ferrara. Back into the corner where Wong is. Crowther goes down, so Wong has got an extra free. Swings up. High and left. And not too happy with himself for that one. Brown takes another shot. Thomas swings free to clear it out, but doesn't get it past Brown, who has another shot again to the right. Wong again high. New South Wales picking up where they left off. Wheeler passing back to Brown, swings in. Hooper, what can he do? He can do nothing. Swings out. Back to Crowther. A bit of push and shove, but nothing undoing there. Crowther, Thomas on the wing. That's Wainwright out there. Wheelwright, sorry. Back to Thomas behind the goals. They take a breather. Big swing. It's going to be a long run. He's not going to make that. Apologises to his teammate. It was not a bad shot by Thomas, but just not the legs from number 80 there, Matt Barrett, to get there in time. And we'll restart. From the restart, Jabs now umpiring. Back to Barrett. Collier chasing him. Barrett manages to get around. Tries to cut across the line. Gets it over to number 8. Shapley. Back into the middle to Zeising. Over to Workman. Went for the shot. I thought he got a push in the back there. Rev said it was fine. Keeps it moving. Shepherd. New South Wales working it forward now. With Yabsley. Yabsley appealing to the ref, forgetting that maybe you should just play the whistle, Yabsley. Shot on from New South Wales, but it is way high from Yabsley. Trying to clear out. That was Zeising again clearing out, but it doesn't work. Comes back to Brown via Shepherd. Then we go back into Collier to Wheeler, and Wheeler gets it in. Hansen again saw the blue helmet. A very, very nice setup from New South Wales there. Had the defence absolutely spread. And Hansen with the nice finish to get it past Balestrin. (2-0) now to New South Wales. South Australia have had chances. They will still get more chances. There is 11 minutes. Lots of time left in this game for them to get some back here. Crowther swings across to the far side. to number 49. Back up into the middle, but Brown is there. Oh dear, this could get bad. Brown can't get it to Burton. Thomas cleared it out. Thomas again. Oh, so very close. Hand pass. Did get it around the side of the goal. Clears it off to the side. Neck to 62. Back to Crowther. Eventually gets it to 62 again, past Hooper. Tried to get it up the middle to number 80. Up to Barrett. Missed the pass, but now collects it. Got some movement up forward. Big swing, but no one's home. Will take it again. He will go far line to Burton. Burton not checked into the ball. Oh, no, he was checked into the ball. The refs have called it. Ermish, the keeper, is coming off the ice. He's thinking about it. At any rate, yes, he's coming off the ice. They're going for 6 on 5 here. Pryor and South Australia will get the ball. Not yet. And New South Wales trying to take full advantage, but number 23 for South Australia manages to take the ball. That's Craig Barrett in defence, forcing the stop before taking his time on the sidelines for that check into the boards on Burton. Yes, it is men's. Yes, it is full checking allowed, but you cannot rough someone into the boards. It looked very light, but it was there. Jabs called it. It was there. And so South Australia down for 2 minutes to 4 men as Hooper marshals his offencemen to try and score a third. Brown. Back to Henson. Back to Brown. To Hooper. To Brown. Collier deflected out by Barrett. Back in. Thomas flicks it up. He just needs to get it over the red to get them a little bit of breath. A little bit of breath is all they need right now. Brown to Harvey. He's got Collier running up the middle, but he goes to Brown. Collier and Hansen in the slots. Brown. Hooper. Back to Brown. Trying to get the defence to work their way to the wrong side. Nearly worked with that flick into Collier, but it didn't quite make out. Back past the red. Ermish comes out to try and clear the ball. They've got 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the penalty. Collier. Back to the defence. Back to Brown. Got Hooper again. Goes into Hansen, who can't get the flick in. Hooper trying to do something with it. Will never get a chance with this one. Gets it back to Brown. Back to Hooper. The defence very aware of Hooper's shot and so very keen to stop it. Brown. Swinging, and there it is again! Number 3 to Harvey. Brown and Hooper passing it back and forth. The defence being very conscious of Hooper's shot, leaving Harvey open on the free side. An easy pass into the goals at that point. South Australia now down 3-0 with 8:40 on the clock. You'd like to see them salvage something, because it's been almost all New South Wales so far. Barrett takes it around the back. Receives it back again. Telling his men he's got to get them to move, got to get some movement going. Saw the movement, it was cut off, and oh, that nearly went backwards. Yabsley with the cut off, and then nearly with the intercept again. Ferrara bounces it off the referee. But number 8 for South Australia now has it, moving into attack. Bounces off Shepherd, number 35 for South Australia. Workman can't clear the defence. Ferrara has a shot, but it just bounces into the interchange bench. And we'll reset again. see again that fantastic goal. Brilliant setup. They'd been practicing that all week at training, and I can guarantee you that Hooper would be very happy with his Chargers for the way they passed that one off. As we say that, South Australia nearly got one back. Number 49 there. Had Ermish going the wrong way, just slightly wide. Brown going for a run. Falls over, but manages to effect the pass enough to get it to Collier. Into attack. Runs it into the corner. He's got Burton in the crease. Not a lot of other support at the moment. Comes back up. Wrongi had the defence covered, but Zeising gets the ball from the bad pass. And it swings all the way up. It goes all the way up. Ermish out to Brown in the pocket. Works for the cross pass. Doesn't get it past Zeising, who gets it to number 23. There was a call. Hang on. Whoa. What happened there? I think the shot went in, but there was a whistle. The referees will have a little conversation here about what they want to call. Okay, so the shot came off the post and the ref was calling the... the shot did go in, but it was a hand pass, hence the reset. It is very unfortunate because it would have been a nice little reward for effort. They've tried very hard all day, South Australia. Barrett loses footing, but does manage to get the ball into the offense. Workman got Pryor in support. Cut off by Ferrara, and it is back across the red. So New South Wales will set it up once again. Workman trying to get it past Shepherd. Bounces up onto the boards, and we will reset once more. .6:18 left in this match. South Australia trying very hard, very admirable work. But Hooper and his boys from New South Wales have so far had all the talking. From the restart, Collier manages to get it past, and Sultana, he's got it. Oh, it's a one-on-one, and what fantastic work from Tim Booth there for South Australia to stop the shot. He was out, he was past him, but Sultana didn't get it away. Ultimately, Balestra not needed on that occasion. Collier in the corner. Back to Sultana. He's got Wheeler there moving into the crease. He's got Collier as well. The defence not too sure about this one. A big booming clear by Shapley. Up to Zeising. But Brown is there for New South Wales too. I was going to say get it back, but Zeising beat him to it. Brown has lost his footing a lot today. Big shot on. A nice save by Ermish. Back to Brown. But he can't clear the offensive line. Mark Crowther. Flick forward. New South Wales just looking for a sub-line. Crowther now. Back up. Trying to find a way past this line. Nearly got a hand to it, Burton. Shepherd. Nearly got it. Oh my goodness, nearly in. What a save. Hooper manages to get rid of his opponent and his stick. Has another shot. Headed up. Big swing from Robbie. And Workman still, he's tried his guts out for this game. Hooper. Ball kicked away by Crowther. Back to Shepherd. Back to Ferrara. Trying to get the overlap working. Back to Wong. He's got Hooper behind the goals. What can he do with it here? He's trying to swing it through. Nothing doing. Thomas and Will Wright managed to stop it. Thomas also gets a hand on that shot from Shepherd. We come out to Burton again. He's got Wong and Ferrara. He goes to Wong. Ferrara pushed down in the crease, gets himself up, gets the ball, but there's no forwards in. New South Wales again trying this run-through move. Instead of leaving someone in the crease, running them through the crease. Shepherd, still with the ball, still Shepherd. He's just got to get it past. He can't see it, so he passes to Sultana. Back, oh my goodness. Back to Yabsley. He was right there. He just couldn't get his stick on it. Brown. Wong, Yabsley. And Crowther with the clearing stick. 2:43 on the clock. Line change for South Australia. Barrett back with the ball, but he'll have to hold it. He's got way too many players in offense to cross the red. Sultana now. Defended out. Gets it back again. Second chance, third chance. Still trying to find his path in. But Booth and Barrett combined to keep it off Yabsley and out of the crease. Some big booming shots coming in. 2 minutes to play. Nice little loop. Was that low? It was low, says the ref, so it's fine. It's play on. Another big swing. And this time, Balestrin says, that's mine, lads. Let's restart it. Let's get back to it.
Good.
1:54 to play, and the ref shoos Collier away, gets Wheeler in. Didn't like what Collier was doing. Another big shot on. This time cleared out. Number 62 for South Australia. That's Wedding. Ball comes back. Number 19, Thomas again. They have tried gallantly, South Australia. I do think they should have had at least one goal just for effort from what they have managed to do. Don't forget the Women's Elite game is coming up next. Again, New South Wales v South Australia. That is the fourth and last game in our Shark Attack session. As we start once more, New South Wales, hard attack. Now Jabs isn't happy with something. The off ref, and Godmare with the ball. Sultana passes around the back. Brown is there. Trying to get it to Burton, but nothing doing. Fantastic work there by number 62, Wedding again, who gets the ball up to 80. It's Matt Barrett. Barrett passes back into the middle, but only as far as Brown, who passes to Hooper. Off the walls to Burton. Burton into attack. He's got Yabsley in the middle there, who is being marked. Burton, Yabsley. And tried to get it back to Burton, but Wedding just got the tickle onto it and to get it across the red. New South Wales still pushing, not content to just rest on their laurels. A very aggressive attacking team Hooper has put together for this one. After Yabsley, trying to get his shot in, can't get it through to Hansen. Oh! A deflected shot, nearly coming in. Back to Yabsley, still swinging for it. Last shot here from Shepherd, but he can't get it off in time. And that'll be the bell. 3-0 New South Wales. We'll give you a couple of highlights here, and I'll be back for the Women's Elite game in a couple of minutes. Welcome back. Our last game for the morning session. This is the New South Wales Sliders versus SA Sharks. This is the elite women team. So you've seen some of these ladies earlier today. You'll notice that Phil Sol, who was playing defence in the intermediate, is now keeping for South Australia. And Jen Farmer, who was keeping in the intermediate for South Australia, is now playing as a forward. some great action. You've seen some highlights from the game so far this morning. As the camera operator decides to focus on the crowd. So here we go. Our last one for the morning session. Keepers ready. We have got... who have we got? We have got Leanne Ermish in goals for New South Wales, who are running to the left of screen in the first half. And Phil Sell for South Australia. Of course, we've also got Jodie Harrison, who was keeping for the New South Wales Intermediates, now out there as well. So a couple of these ladies pulling double duty and will definitely test themselves and test their endurance over the duration of this competition, with full day of matches this afternoon, tomorrow, and then final matches on Saturday, and before the finals on Sunday afternoon. New South Wales looking to pull it out of defence after SA got the early attack. Lloyd. We will not be doing the Brian Thomas impersonation. Number 15 for South Australia. Great save by Leanne. Coming out full of fire. We have got Macklin. Cut off by 73. Abby Mortimer. Up the top. Nothing doing. Harrison gets the ball back. Mortimer is going to chase her down. I think she's got the legs. She will chase her down and corral her. We'll come back to number 20, Finesca. And pass it around. See what they can find. Try and find that opening. The opening you saw so expertly in the men's. Still looking around. Swing in. Phil Sell's got it, but she couldn't trap it at first. Eventually managed to stop the ball. And we will get a restart. 12:56 on the clock. 2 minutes played. Back again. Deflected out. Great work there in offense and in defense to shut down the passing lines. Back to Harrison. She's got Kim at the top, but instead passes from the back. Now up to Kim. Shot in, kicked away. Lloyd. South Australia 66, passes to 73 around the back. Philso comes out of the crease to try and affect the tackle. Manages to do so eventually and stop the ball once again. You do not get to be Australia's national keeper without picking up a thing or two. And just as in the intermediates, New South Wales is really going to have to earn their chocolates if they want to get past this defence. Philso once again deflected straight to her from the drop. And she could do that all day. from the restart again. Still trying to find a way through New South Wales. Looking right. Nothing doing. Macklin running with Glazier. Looking for a reset now. Back to Macklin. Beck Davis, but also number 17 in tow for her there, Bohr. Back to Davis, but oh no, we've got a cut off here. 37 for South Australia. Had to pass it, was under heavy pressure, but didn't have anyone to pass to, so just dumps it into the corner and they'll reset again. Finesca, back to Macklin. She's got Finlayson up the middle, but she has got number 88, Yabsley, on the far side. Flicks it up, trying to get it to Harrison, but 33 is there. Kate Irvine. Pass it around the back. And South Australia moving up the boards, nice and smooth, nice and methodical to get it into attack. They have got a runner on the far side if they can get it to her. But shut down. Another fast runner. If she can beat... kind of, Yabsley got the ball first, but deflected off the wall, and South Australia still holding on to it. So what can the Sharks do here? Newenham to 33. Irvine got the support. Out to Mortimer. Into number 50. Farmer. Back to Mortimer. Big shot on. Nothing doing. Out to the side. And Yabsley picks it up. Newenham gets it back from her. Harrison tries the tackle. Now Harrison's just got to get it past Irvine. Didn't at first. Now gets it across to Finesca. Gets it over the red and swings it down the back. And South Australia will have to reset manually rather than getting the icing call back up to the top. Good ball into the middle, but just missed the pass. Can still make it work here. They've got the line open. I think that's... Yeah, dropping in fast into the slot. Mortimer trying to do something. Oh, nearly had a pass, but Lloyd up to the task. Through Harris in the middle. Back to Hanson.
Take it deep, Joe! Take it deep!
Holding in the corner, waiting for everyone to set up. Attracts the attention of Farcell, but she still manages to cover the sides that she needs to cover. Another shot on. Swung out. Glazier. To Harrison. Moving the ball around. Not a lot of movement in the crease. Trying to find an opening, but lots of stagnant players just waiting for the next shot. Can't tell. Moving it back and forward. Okay, yep. Yep. So back to Glazier. Back to Kim. Across to Hanson. He's trying to get that movement going. They've drawn the defenders out as Harrison moves up to the crease. Glazier again. Baxter with the ball now. Back to Hansen. Shot in. Defended out. Glazier. Again with the shot. Very, very close. And great defense by Phil Sell again. Numero uno. For a reason. And I do think New South Wales is going to have to get a talking to at half-time to try and get some movement there. Very stagnant play. It can come off, but there's not a lot of movement at the station to try and draw players out and create openings. Finlayson. Davis. Has the shot, doesn't come off. Out to the side. Tonkins. Moving it around. Back out to 67. Finlayson. Another shot on. Defended out. And cleared. They just needs to cross that red line. Eventually does with the aid of a boot. Then it's crossed back over. So got to make sure you avoid the offsides. But South Australia desperately trying to get it into attack. Give their defenders a break from some sustained pressure. And in this case, nothing doing. Back to Tonkins, the former South Australian. New South Wales line change, giving South Australia a chance to set the ball up if they can get some positioning, but they still manage to get the ball back. The Sliders. Big swing across the line. Harrison coming across, but not fast enough. Across the red. Lloyd now. Back to Yabsley. Flicks it up for Harrison to run onto. A bit too fast and kicked away. New South Wales trying again. Lloyd tries the flick, doesn't get it, but does get the tackle on. Getting it past Thomas for South Australia. Now with Yabsley. Back to Kim. Back to Yabsley. Harrison. Got Kim on the top there. Doesn't use her yet. Tried to swing in. South Australia now on the rebound. Gets it across, but once again, so there's high defenders. Lloyd in that case, by not moving up past the blue line. They're just holding South Australia at this point. Through the lines. It's number 58. 58 for South Australia. Down to Kim. Lloyd. Swings big for Harrison. Had a shot at it, but no contact. And so the refs will ice that and bring it all the way back. A chance for South Australia to get into attack and to set up for some shots on goal. Cleared out of defense again. Now this is an interesting one. It may be run onto, but not in time. The refs will call it back once again. from the reset. Number 33, passing it back to 46, trying to get some movement down there to get some shots on. Back to 28. 16, Holman. Across to 37, swings in, off the posts and down the back. Glazier will pick it up. Across to Macklin. Tompkins in support, but misses the pass. Kicked up by Walker. 37, trying again. Glazier in defense will pick it up once more. Try and reset. Still in the attack line though. Irvine. Big swing across. Oh! Just couldn't control it enough. Was number 46. Glazier out to Bohr. Up to Tompkins, working against her old teammates. Still trying to find that elusive opening goal, both teams. Tompkins runs it around, but Fulsell very much aware what's going on. Back to Macklin. Oh, Finlayson, sorry. Back to Finlayson. Lloyd, big swing, defended down. Back to 37 and cleared away. Lloyd getting some frustrations out on the netting, but still getting the ball into the corner. Out again. Back and forth, trying to create the opening. 1 minute left in the half for either team to try and crack this egg. Lloyd. Deflected in, but deflected out just as fast to 66. Can't get it past the New South Wales player down there. And we've got 30 seconds on the clock. Baxter now. Probably one more shot here to do it. Finesca flicks it in across the goal face. No one to deflect it. Could get their stick on it, and we come out. 20 seconds left. Yabsley now. Back to Lloyd. Last 10. Big shot from Lloyd. Deflected by a number of defenders into the corner. Finesca goes to have a shot, but defended down. That is the half. A very even first half. Both teams getting their chances in. And with 15 to play, it is a 0-0.
Well, it will feel calm in a minute. Still warm from sprinting up to Saxon Road.
Take the body up, think too nice. Don't be too nice. 1, 2, 3, shout! Alright, hustle it up.
Just waiting for that second half to start. The referees are not happy about something. They're having a chat to the South Australian before Mortimer comes onto the ice as the 5th player for South Australia. And we're away. New South Wales still looking. Hansen running it down the line, attracting the defenders. She's got time on her side. De Bruyne in the middle, again trying this option. Nothing happening. Across the red. Mortimer in hassle mode. And we're called for offside and a restart. Mortimer still in the tackle position, clearing out the back. They've got some runners now out the side. Number 37. But broken down by the New South Wales defence. New South Wales now working in defence, trying to get the ball out the side. Moving up on the wing now. Cutting across the middle and the pass just missing. Oh, Tompkins was all open there. A clear pass to goal. It's a fantastic setup. And they will go back and they will try it again, New South Wales. Moving out again. Mortimer trying to get past Harrison. Harrison says, no, you don't, and gets it down into the corner. Mortimer chasing. She's got number 28 in assistance, Walker. Up to Common. New South Wales back into the attack mode. Glazier. Yabsley and Harrison are the forwards. Big shot in. Mortimer just kicks it away. Holman. Got to get it past Glazier now. Does just. Number 28 there. Walker. Lost her footing but managed to control the ball enough to get it right down in the defence. Make New South Wales work for it to get it all the way back. Here we go. Glazier. Mortimer again with the kick. Making sure everyone stays on side. Glazier. Across the far side, Finesca. There is a cut-off to come on. Common. Lloyd on the cut-off with a big shot coming in. Wide. Crown just drop kicks it, but it just goes straight back to New South Wales. To Hansen. Finesses with the ball, gets it back to Lloyd. Out wide to Kim. Harrison now behind the goals. Defenders are on. That stick was not high. No ref waving that one at all. They were not interested. And we go back past the red for another setup. Once again, moving up the line. Moore to Bruin. Into the middle. No, there one there. Riley beat Moore to the ball and managed to deflect it out. Riley trying to get it past De Bruin. Went the other way instead. Lloyd. Big strike, but it just goes straight into her teammate before coming out once again. Onto the boards, into attack now via Newenham. But Lloyd will just track it back and set up once more. 10 minutes on the clock. Both teams still looking to crack the duck. Baxter with the ball. He's trying to swing up the lines, but no chance. Common. Right on the wall. With, I think it's Kim down there. Manages to get it out. Irvine now with a nice big shot. Nice along the ground. Giving Ermish some work to do in the pine. And the Sharks now getting their own chance to have a nice forward setup and entry. Swung in, defended out. Riley with the big shot there, swings around the back. Kim to Baxter, but cut off by 74. Into the middle, Bruin now. Swung back in, 74, oh! Just that last pass, we've seen it 3 or 4 times in this match from both teams. A clear avenue to goal, but that last pass just missing the target. Farmer with the ball now. Out the side to Newenham. Back to Irvine, setting it up once again. She's got Riley if she wants her. Over to Riley now. Called for Newenham, but De Bruin was wise to it and managed to defend it out. And now De Bruin, she's got it all to herself. If she can get past, she's there, but she cannot get it past Irvine. South Australian players converge, and New South Wales resets in attack. Tonkin now, coming around the back of the goals. Just missed the hit. Finesca eventually gets the ball. Back to Tonkin. They've now got the defence stretched, but again with that last pass. Macklin now. Yabsley. Both teams really showing us what they've got. Newenham with the defence. Back to Yabsley. Finesca in the corner. Tonkin moves out of the crease. Yabsley calling for it. Finesca there as well. Newenham runs the ball up. Farmer can't get it past Tonkin. Farmer again with the ball, gets it past the red. That is a clear champion forward. The ref calls it as well. And Glazier will spend 2 in the bin for errant stick work, causing a trip on Farmer. A very big chance here now for South Australia. 5 on 4. With 7 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the morning session. You can put your front line on and you swing for the fences. Here we go, Harrison out of the restart. There should always be, so when New South Wales has the ball in this situation, because they're down a player, there should always be 2 South Australians on them, because they can afford that extra player. As they will pass it around, they're looking for the shot. You've seen it all morning, we've seen it here again and now. The New South Wales men, oh, just over the top there. Just over the top by Mortimer. I was going to say we saw the New South Wales men have all those penalties and no reward for effort. Hansen now. Gets it out across the halfway line. So New South Wales will just hang at the half for the reset. Mortimer, who I've just realised is not wearing gloves. It's her decision to make. Gets it round the half. Now with the big swing, nearly in again. Just to the left of the post. Once more with the setup. 36 seconds left on the power play. Another shot. Cleared out. Mortimer tries to track the ball. Just keeps it in front of the red, but loses possession. So with 20 seconds to play, New South Wales should be able to hold this one out now. Running it down into the corner. Hansen getting it past Newenham. 8 seconds left. She's just going to be quite happy to hold on it. There really should be a second shark to support there. How comes Mortimer in? But the power play is over. Glazier will come back onto the ice, and it's 5-on-5 again. Mortimer. Pass back, but there was an interchange. And they are still struggling. Great work there by number 66, Riley. Back to Newenham, back to Riley. Looking to keep it in attack. Stick check to get the ball up past Glazier by Mortimer now. Back to Riley. Back down the line. Farmer was open, but choosing to work the line rather than go across. De Bruin now. Sorry, Harrison. Harrison in the red helmet. She's one out. She's just got to get past one defender. Great work. Absolutely fantastic work by Farmer to cut off Harrison's run. And then Phil Sell does the rest to restart it. But once more, 3:55 on the clock. Walker now against Davis at the start with the setup. Farmer can't get it past to Kim. Kim and Bohr. Bohr was doing the shepherd, but then decided to take the ball herself. Now out to Kim. Big swing. Defended by 66 by Riley. De Bruin passed in nearly once again by Davis, but the defense is up to it. Running out across. Macklin has only just come back to play after some time off and showing that she can still mix it with the best. Kim, De Bruin. Back to Kim. Farmer just corralling, just making sure they can't find that opening. Lots more movement from New South Wales forwards at this time. Doing, as we saw what the men do, staying out of the crease and running towards it rather than trying to shield the keeper. Riley, great work to stop Kim's getting a shot off. More defense. Davis now swings Riley with the stick to save and then just patted out into the corner by Riley. Farmer there as well. Up to the top. Out again to Kim. De Bruin working the four forwards. Kim. Bohr sneaking in behind. There's only one defender there. She's managed to sneak onto the crease, but she'll run out a bit again here. She's definitely unmarked, and oh, it just needed to get over Walker's head to get to her. De Bruin, but Mortimer flecks it off into the corner. 1:56 on the clock. Out to Riley, who just palms it off into the corner. De Bruin with great work to get it to Kim, past Farmer. De Bruin They've set up great for the work here, but they just can't break through. And now Farmer, if she can get some run on, gets the flick. It does not clear the red. Now they're into attack. 1:25 on the clock. A fantastic match of the highest caliber here. And all we need, all either team needs, is just one to sneak into the net. Finesca with the clearing shot. Filsell electing not to chase, letting her defenders come back. That's Riley with the ball now, being chased down by Baxter. Making her work for it, but Riley will still get away with the ball. It's just a question of what she can do with it now. Goes for Irvine, but Finesca gets to it first with 40 seconds on the clock. She's car up against there. It's just comes out. Now Farmer just passes the ball. It just crosses the red. 29 on the clock. There is still time. Yabsley. Once more, Finesca. She's got Glazier on the out. Glazier has a big shot on her. It's 15 seconds. Shoots it into the corner. Tonkin, no forwards, but Tonkin is there to try and run it around. 7 seconds. Hansen has a shot. Deflected out by Irvine. Glazier. And the bell will beat everyone to it. And we end the morning session with a thrilling draw. And a warm round of applause for everyone. Thank you for joining us. That is the end of our morning session. We will have some replays to round it out for you, and we'll be back this afternoon. In the meantime, I'm heading downstairs to the cafe. Will has got a cheese toastie for me, and I can't wait to eat it. Get yourself to the cafe if you are at all in Penrith. They do great work down here. We'll see you in the afternoon.